All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. So, unfortunate, first things first, happy Thanksgiving to you all, but unfortunate way to, I guess, get the day started here. 28-25 loss against the Buffalo Bills. Detroit is literally, they are so close, man. They are so close. You could definitely make an argument that they could have won this game, should have won this game, what have you. Coming off a 3-game winning streak, it was tough. It just felt like, for some reason, before the game started, that Detroit was going to pull off the upset in this one. And, I'll give credit to Buffalo. They're a very talented football team. Josh Allen is definitely a very talented quarterback. But, at the end of the day, I really think the Lions could have won this. Or at the very least, I think they should have been able to put this game into overtime. That 3rd and 1 play to pretty much close out the game there, or the Lions' possession, their last possession. I like the thought, I like the idea of doing a go route for the end zone, but at the end of the day, you had 30 seconds left on the clock, and you had 3 timeouts. So, I like taking the shot to the end zone for the touchdown, but there are several other factors at play here. Like, number one, 30 seconds is a lot of time for quarterbacks like Josh Allen. 30 seconds with 3 timeouts in general for any quarterback, any offense, that's a lot of time, all right? Number two, just run the ball, get the first down, either force them to call a timeout. Oh, man, it just sucks, but at the end of the day, Detroit's so close. They are so close. So once that defense kind of fully comes around, like they have been in the last couple of weeks in that 3-game winning streak, today against Buffalo, for the most part, the second half was a lot better. They only gave up 11 points, 8 points up until that last second field goal, game-winning field goal. But you got to make your field goals. You definitely got to make your field goals. That last one there, man, it just sucks, dude. It sucks. But we're back here. Live at Thanksgiving, recording this in a closet, so apologize if the audio isn't great, but hit that like button, hit that sub button if you guys are Lions fans. You want more Lions content, let me know down below. But unfortunate, let's take a deeper look. Jared Goff, the more I watch Jared Goff, the more I'm convinced, I still don't really even see the idea of drafting either round 1 or round 2 quarterback. I think Detroit should definitely focus on, I don't even think they need to really focus that much on receiving. Tight end, receiving, defense, I think is really all that you need. Detroit, regardless, is going to be a playoff team next season. They're just going to be a playoff team next season. When we take a look at their losses, first week against Philly, you lost by 3. Third week against Minnesota, you lost by 4. The week after that, Seattle, only 3-point loss there, 48-45, just crazy game. Dolphins, a couple of weeks ago, or actually now a month ago, 31-27, that was a 4-point loss. There were those 2 bad ones on the road against New England, 29-0, on the road against Dallas, 24-6, but every team, we've talked about, every team's going to have weeks like that. Literally every single team is going to have weeks where you're just doggy desperate and you can't get anything going. Every single football team. So, Detroit could be a playoff team this year. This loss definitely is going to make it a lot more complicated. Technically, it's not the furthest thing. They're not, they statistically still have a chance, but it's not very high, I would imagine. A win here would have done crazy things. They'd pretty much, to me, have to win out. You'd need some help. It's not the craziest thing in the world, but I'm not even really focused or worried about playoffs. But like I said, this offense, man, the more I watch, keep in mind, first of all, Buffalo has a great defense. Very good defense, especially on the run. Jamal Williams was still able to get 3.7 yards per carry and a touchdown. DeAndre Swift, he only had 5 carries. I know they're, Jamal, and they're still kind of trying to find a replacement. Their injuries have really gotten the better of him in his career. But DeAndre Swift, 3.8 yards. As a team, they almost ran for about 100 yards, averaging 3.5 yards per carry. Amon-Ra St. Brown, he's clearly a rising star. I think you could definitely say he's a rising superstar in this league. DJ Chark, kind of nice that touchdown was cool. But, once Williams comes back, once Jameson Williams comes back next week, probably, that's going to have me feeling a lot better about this group. I like Raymond as well. I like Swift out the backfield catching these balls. I like DJ Chark. It's just, you have Amon-Ra St. Brown, and then you have a first-round talent in Jameson Williams. So I know that they probably, still maybe need a little bit more wide receiver depth, but, dude, long-term, future outlook, these guys are looking great. They're looking absolutely great. James Houston, very cool story with him. He had 2 sacks today. The defense, I really thought, it's tough because you look at the scoreboard and you look at the box stats, the box score, whatever, and you see 28 points, right? Personally, I don't really, Buffalo even had 401 total yards. What really killed them was Josh Allen running the football. That kills everybody. Gave up 164 yards on the ground, but passing game-wise, I don't really think Josh Allen did all that great up until the end there. He did rush for 80 yards on just 10 attempts, but 24-42, 253 yards, 2 touchdowns, and then that interception. I thought Detroit did a very good job at limiting him. Basically, the way I see a quick summary of this game, Detroit had the ability to win this game. They kind of shot themselves in the foot at various points in the game, and it just came back to bite them in the ass. That's really the way I see it. But this is a very good indication of the future of the Detroit Lions, if it wasn't already clear in the last 3 weeks. But you're playing Buffalo, you're playing a championship caliber team. It would have been great to get that victory. Now, like I said, I don't want to talk too much about the playoffs, but all I'm saying is here's the remainder of the season. All right, Jacksonville's next week, Minnesota, New York Jets, Carolina Panthers, Chicago Bears, and my Green Bay Packers. I'm not saying they're gonna do it, but it kind of just even adds more, to add more insult to injury. The way they started the season, 1-6. The NFL is so open right now, man. It is so wide open that if just one of those games, even Seattle, Minnesota, Philadelphia, Miami today, if one or even 2 of those games just went a little bit differently, they didn't shoot themselves in the foot at the end of these games. Keep in mind, it's an extremely, extremely young team. You're gonna go through learning mistakes. You're gonna have issues like today. It's just gonna happen. I guess to kind of find the silver lining is, better now than in the, at random times periodically in the next 5 years. So get it all out of the system now. End the season on a nice little momentum, nice little win streak. Maybe they do win out, man. Maybe they do win out. We'll see when the next 6 games, they're 6 very winnable games. So let me know what you guys thought about today's game. Hit that like button, hit that sub button. Hope you guys all have a great rest of your Thanksgiving, and I will see you guys later.